Lab 2 starts out where Lab 1 ended. For simplicity, I will assume that you already know how to do all the calculations, getting them into the form of y equals only exogenous variables or lag variables. The difference between 1 and 2 is that in Lab 2 you have more lags. If you don't know how to do that, go back to the video for Lab 1. In Lab 2, now I want to show you how to plot. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these four. Notice that I'm highlighting including the titles. That will play an important role later. Click on the Insert tab up at the top, and we want to do Line Graph. Now you have several choices. This first pair is just plotting the data. This pair is adding the data together. You almost never want to use those. There are times that it's handy, but they're rare. And here is making it so that the total is 100%. It's basically the same as the other, except the total is 100. Again, very rare that you'll want to do that. 3D is okay. My personal opinion is often the third dimension causes it to be harder to see. So in this case, we want one of these first two. You have a choice of markers or without markers. I'm going to choose markers. Doesn't have to be done with markers though. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll move this graph, spread it out. You'll notice several things about this. One is we don't have any labels. So what we do is we go to Chart Layout, and you can click here and all the chart layouts come. This one has labels. This one has different, you can see different styles. If you want x-axis and y-axis labeled, then this was the one for you. So I will click there. Notice that it says x-axis title, axis title. So we can double click on that, highlight it, and type in what we want there. This would be time. Same thing over here, double click on it, highlight it, type in GDP. Actually, we want this one because we want to have a title for the top. So, chart title, GDP. Now, there's another problem. We have this axis is wrong. So, double click on there, and we right click, select data. The right click could actually be anywhere on the graph. Notice the horizontal category, it doesn't have anything there. So we click Edit, click on here to select range, click on, you can't see it, but I actually went down to year 25 because that was the last year of my data. Click there, click OK. Click OK. You notice that the time now starts with -3 and goes to 25. Two of the graphs are very easy to tell what they are. If we highlight here, do merge and center, wrap text, the Y3, which is green, is monotonic divergence, excuse me. Monotonic because it goes one direction, divergence because it doesn't approach anything, it just keeps growing. If we highlight, click merge and center, click wrap text. This vertical centering is unimportant since it's just one row. And we do purple. The purple Y4 is oscillating divergence. You can tell that because it goes up and down, so it's oscillating. Divergence because it goes away. It doesn't get closer and closer. To see the pattern on the other two, we're going to have to eliminate those two lines because they just adjust the scale wrong. So we right click, do select data, and that's Y3. We click remove, Y4, click remove, click OK. Notice that the blue one goes up and down, and if you look at the data over here on the left, you'll see that it goes up, 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 until it reaches about here. Then it starts going down, and then in this range starts going back up. So it's oscillating convergence. Merge and center, wrap text. Monotonic. Actually oscillating, excuse me. Because it's going up and down. Convergence. Because it's converging to a value. And the last one, Y2, is monotonic convergence because it's going one direction up and it's converging. That's all for this graph. Always make sure that all your lines are labeled and your scales are accurate.